Okay, so we are really almost at the end of the summer right now, and right now in Mobile, Alabama, the night temperature is around 70s, low 70s, and sometimes 60s. So that is a good indication that fall is really coming soon. So now is the best time to prep your rose to so that they can bloom really well for the fall, for our fall flush before the end of the year. So I'm going to take this opportunity to use this blue Arctic. This is a shrub rose that's about, I think, 6 feet tall right now in my garden. I'm gonna use that as an example of how do you do the fall pruning. Okay, so usually you do it like, I would say, 4 weeks 4 weeks before your fall. So I will assume in Mobile, Alabama, the fall is in October, like middle of October, something like that. So I'm gonna start doing it in the mid-September. Okay, so so the idea of the fall pruning is different than the spring pruning side, the pruning for spring flush. So for the pruning for spring flush, you can actually prune the roses into half of it. But for the fall, you don't want to prune it that much. You want to prune like 1/3 of it, so like this height, right here. Okay, and you want to prune it so that when you can actually get more branches out, and you can take the opportunity to, of course, clear out a lot of the sick cane, sick leaf, to kind of clean it up, so that when the fall is blooming, then you will have less of a problem. All the leaf is gonna be fresh, all the leaf is gonna be healthy, and you're gonna have less problem with the disease later on. And and then when it bloom, it will bloom all in one level, so it will be a lot more tidier, and it will actually look much better. Because remember, roses bloom a lot of the time, they bloom on the new woods. Okay, so let me get started and show you in detail how to do it. So as always, the first step, this is how I do it, is I inspect the roses and look for the cane that are dry, the cane that are sick, the cane that are not healthy. This row so far is looking pretty good. I don't see a lot of a sick cane. I don't see a lot of dry cane. So like cane like this, you can actually like prune it out. You see that brown one? So you can prune it away. And then the rest is just to trim the top. Okay, let me start it now. Alright, so let's get this out. Wear your glove when you do it, seriously. I mean, I can't do it right now because I need to take the video, but please wear your glove. Okay, and then I also like to remove the cane that are very weak, like this bottom one. This is weak, it's not gonna do much. So I'm just gonna remove it. Okay, the entirely. It's just useless. Okay, so this is gone. All right, so that right there as well, I'm gonna take it out. Okay, so it's pretty clean right now at the bottom. Now, so this small one, I'm just take it away too, because I don't want it to look very the one at the bottom is really need to be taken out because it's not going to do any good. Now for the new growth like this is a strong basalt shoot. You do not want to take it out. You want to let it grow. This one will be this is a very strong new cane, and you just leave it. Do not do anything to it. You can take away the sick leaf if you have sick leaf right there, but just leave it. Don't touch it. You see how beautiful is this cane? This cane is gonna grow tall, and it's gonna be a one of the good cane for the spring flush next what do you call it, spring. Oh, I see is the rest. I think is pretty good. This one in the middle doesn't look so good. You see that? You see how it's all yellow and it doesn't really have very strong top branch as well. So, and I see how it crossed with my healthy big cane, so that is gone too. It's so okay. I got to pause the video and do it with both hands. It's very thick. All right, now you see it's kind of open up in the middle, right? So now let's start it to prune the top. Again, like I said before, you want to prune about 1/3 of it. So I'm gonna stop at this level right here. This will be the 1/3. Okay? And I'm gonna do it and I'll show you after it's done. This is how it looks like after I finished pruning the height. So it was about 6 feet tall just now over here. Right now it's like this level. Okay, it's at this level right here. It's about 4 feet now. Okay, so this is how you do it with how much you prune. Okay, now the next step for me usually is to like you see all these leaves, we need to pull it out. Okay, just pull it out so that it won't infest the new leaf, because we don't spray it here. And I always think like it's not good to leave the disease leaf on the bush like that. So because it's gonna, even though you spray, it's still gonna continue to infest the rest of the new leaf. And also if you see any thin cane that is less than I would say 5 millimeter or even 3 millimeter, there's a small one like this right here. Okay, let me see, I can show you. You see this cane, you see how thin it is? Remove them, because they are really useless. They're not going to do anything much except sending out leaf, and then it's going to like block the airflow in the middle. So I'm going to continue and I'm going to show you how I done, okay, after I done. To mention, if you see the cane is like crossing like this, also get rid of it. That's not good. It's going to hurt the cane behind it, and this cane is not going to get enough sunlight anyway to be good, so you got to remove that too. Okay, so cross cane, get rid of it. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, so it looks very bare right now. Okay, and I will show you how it will look like in probably 1 week or 2 weeks later. But I can tell it's gonna be so beautiful after it bush out. It will be so nice. Okay, so for now, this is how it looks like after you prune it. Okay, and I want to show something really cute when I prune it. I actually got a hips on it. You see the rose hip? So this one actually can form hips. So I probably will, after it finish blooming, the fall flush, I will probably will not deadhead it and see if it can form some real rose hip. So that's it. This is for the how we prune the shrub rose. I'm gonna show you how to prune a climbing rose later, because it's gonna be different. The last thing I want to talk about is fertilizer. So after you prune your roses, after you train them, after you clean them up, you need to fertilize them. So one thing you need to keep in mind is at this time of the year, you also want to keep in mind that you want the rose to go into dormant after the fall blooms. So do not put in anything there is a slow release. Like if you see that this is a osmoga smart release, anything smart release or slow release, do not use them, because if you use them, then they will not go to dormant. So do not use anything that's smart release. But you can use something that is called the instant feed. So anything that is the instant feed, like for example, this is I use the Miracle Grow bloom booster. You can use anything like fish fertilizer, anything that you like, but it has to be the instant feed. Okay, so follow the direction on the label to feed until for our region it is it has to be 6 weeks before your first frost. So you stop 6 weeks before the first frost. So for example, like right over here, 6 weeks before the first frost, I think the first frost over here is about early December. I think it's early December or end of November. Usually it's after Thanksgiving. So I will stop feed my rose around October, end of October. So end of October is my last feed for my roses. But there you go. This is the type that you want to use. So don't forget to fertilize. It's so important for you to get a bloom. So that's all I have. Hope it helps y'all. If any question, you can comment below and just let me know. Okay, bye.